Get live? Go live? Okay, I'll give this a couple of minutes so let the people accumulate for the live show. This is important. This is of extreme importance. It's about you. I have a few key points. I will fly off the hinges. I will trigger you. I'll have to because this is about you. So I'm waiting until the numbers do something here. If not, you're just going to catch it on the later note. So let me adjust my chat room so I can see actually who's in the chat. I'll be right with you. Why is it that I can't see my deal? Playlist. What? Yeah, I'm just trying to see the chat. Good that we have 10 people. That makes it worth the while. I will trigger a few people. I will trigger the shit out of myself. Where is my live stuff when I need it? I said Arturo Sura. What is going on with this? Let's do it again. Come on. Ah, there I am. I'm just checking the chat room so I can see myself. I'm just checking the chat room so I can see myself. Ha la 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 la. See, it's delayed. Okay, so I just want to see who I have in the chat while I'm talking. You can hear me? Yeah? Loud and clear. This is the unknown sector. Peace to you. So, you ready? Buckle your seatbelts. It's about to get crispy. So, yeah, I don't have a stand so I can see the chat. So I guess I'll peek from here. So every now and then you see me lowering my hat. So the planets are, look at astrology, what's happening right now. I'm not giving you the Venus, Mars, quincunx, and all of this. I'm giving you straight up raw dog what the energies are. Don't worry about this reflecting here. What I'm giving you are the key points for you actually to get your shit together. So the main topic, as in this extreme heat wave that's hitting us, I've been meditating the last week, like really sitting every day for 2 hours and concentrating on my business. And then I looked at emotions of myself. Then I looked at the collective. I had a reading with a client. Usually I use several readings from clients to actually get into what the collective is about. And listening to my environment and listening to myself, where I'm at in what I do. So I realized we are emotional hoarders, meaning that we are at times, and forgive my frankness, we hoard emotions that make us suffer, and then we go there to traumatize ourselves. What I do is also I watch like 20 different energy reports from Cryon to Lee Harris to Leo King, things that of my friend of mine, Third Eye Thirst on Instagram, Awaken 5D, what's been posted. How's my partner communicating to me? And then I look at the pattern of an entire entity. So not to put fear in everybody's heart right now, this is Black Mirror time. There are emotions and escape things that are being fed to us, where the other entities that hover on this planet, and Earth is a zoo, Earth is haunted, we know this, they utilize everything they got this summer to get you into an emotion and into a state of being of fear and going where you will fail. And this is about right now, lose it all, lose your entire life, lose your business, and crash and burn. If you make that choice, you don't have to make that choice. Also, the warning is if you want to lose it all, if you want to go unconscious, you want that White House picket fence, I want the dome. I'm myself wanting a dome. The crazy idea, crazy out there. So, I've learned that is, if you're a channel, if you're an astrology reader, if you're a medium, if you're a psychic profiler, if you're an experiencer, a contactee, a conscious engineer like me, or a life coach or whatever, and the reality that you're living through your friends, environments, and even new people, and I say caution with meeting new people right now, because they're going to repeat a pattern that's going to dump you because you're devaluing yourself again, and you will be, the question is solid friends or drop-offs. And those who drop you like a hot potato are not true friends. The true friends are ones that actually keep the position. And I'm going from Pontius to Pilatus, as in from here to there, from A to Z, Alpha Omega, to make this point is that we want to escape our processes in finding that false ecstasy. And false ecstasy, the delusional ecstasy, I can also say sextasy, is not sustainable. But intimate encounters that are based on love will stay, and friendships will last because they're based on a foundation of true friendship. And we must look out for this right now because we're getting our ass handed to us. Right now, interestingly, the Leo King just said on his live report, and I like it because he's totally like, you think the dude's losing it, but he's really, really on point. That if you travel now, I had this happening 3 or 4 years where I had the precursor. I saw my friends, the nice house, hubby made the money in most cases. Everybody can make the money, that's the equilibrium. And I looked at what do you want and where you are in your life. And I knew I moved to Sedona. I have no regrets. I love what I do. I'm with full of passion of what I do. And if what I do, and that's for you, so listen to as I'm refracting that back to you, is if your passion and your love and what you're doing in life is not being reflected back to you, run. Not for you, not your cup of tea, not getting you anywhere. If any relationship or new friendship that you're building with new people coming into your life, not getting you into a sustainable ecstasy, and you're being betrayed or lied to or used and abused, or you were used conveniently, or somebody keeps you at arm's length and they only communicate with you when you need them, or when you need them they bounce, run. Not your friends, not really with people with you. Now you got to structure yourself with what do you have in life, your gifts, your talents, all of that stuff that you have accumulated in life, and you stick with that and you work from that. I worked from, and let me explain this to you with the comparison. So I visited my friends, they have the house, they have the companies, they have the big studios, and a friend of mine said, why don't you move back to Germany? I give you a car, like a $35,000 car. It's registered, you just pick it up, drive it home, come work for me. So the offer was made. That's an offer with money. So Anubis is tempting you. Anubis is the Egyptian mythological belief system, as in religion, as in way of life. Anubis asks you, do you believe in yourself? Do you know that you're part of creation? Or don't you? And if you don't know it, you can't pass the river Styx to go to the underworld where the gods go. God, being a god is more like, not to take the Bible God or any other holy entities or supreme beings, knowledge of self, self-alignment, self-realization. That doesn't make you walk over water yet. I've seen people that took 100 ayahuasca sessions and yet are still full of crap. We are onions, we work in layers. The more you are here, the more you actually doing what your passion actually is telling you to do, the more you embody your oversoul. Make no excuse and count your blessings. For Christ's sake, a lot of people, there are these fairy tales where my mom used to read Grimm's tales and stuff to me, where the rich prince that has it all doesn't have to worry. Roof over the head, money is there, is moved out of the loop. Like karmically, you're not prince, you're not rich anymore, you're out there, you have to struggle like everybody else. And a poor being appears. Doesn't look like much to the prince. But that being is always there. Unconditionally loves. Looks like this poor bum down the street. And the prince shits on him. Well, that poor being there, from the looks, is a fairy. And she is checking you out. She works for a Davic being from a Davic kingdom, and her name is Abundance. And she's checking you out if you're worthy. So count your blessings. Friends, family, love, relationship, whatever you have in your life right now that's on a global perspective, that are in truth, are always there, never fail, they are consistently there for you. That is your key to ascension, literally. If you fail to nourish that bonsai tree that always is there for you to marvel at whenever you need, then you fail to see your blessings. And many people fail to see their blessings. They run the world. Then we have the illusion of control. Yeah, let me talk to this person. Let me hook up over there. Let me see where I can get near, and boom. And you try your ways and wheels and deals. And you made 3 attempts, it didn't work. You know, fish is not taking the bait. You have friends that are warning you several times, but yet you think you have it all figured out. And that's what a trap is. You think you have it all figured out. You're not listening to the warnings. It doesn't work. You want what you want. You're chasing the emotional escape or sexscape or whatever it is that you do that gets you out of where you are in process. You're running away from it. You're running into a trap. You're falling into the pitfall. The pitfall again will be another bad situation where you'll be like, nobody cares about you, and you will cry about it. But by the by now is that you want to cry and you want to break down and you want to show the others or prove their point that you haven't made it. Let's say I've been this far, I'm in Sedona, you know, at some point next year I want to get into bigger industry, I want to buy land and set it up. So everybody else is observing me. I am a public speaker, I'm a public person, I'm on the net here, this is what I do. So the minute I go, you know, let's get a regular job, you know, which is what will never happen to me. Let's say I wouldn't be. Let's say you would be person X, unsafe sex. You have a child. All of a sudden it's child support, and you're no more YouTube. You're falling. You're going unconscious. You didn't think. You didn't project forward in your life. And kids are a blessing. But all I'm saying is, with consciousness, we move forward. With unconsciousness, we're moving backwards. So, and all of those, trust me, is we are artists. I'm an artist, and I had contact with extraterrestrials. I stand for that. Anybody wants to debate, there's no debate. You know, this is real, and nobody can tell you this is not real or this has never happened in your life. This is who you are. This is what makes you, and the light mirror reflects back to you, like a good friend of mine who's a world-renowned techno DJ, Christian Smith for Tronic Music, world-renowned. I mean, it makes crazy moolah. Living his dream, he made his move, and I always said to him when I was like 16, 17 and we were DJing in the basement making mixtapes, I said, one day I'm going to be on one of those planes and I'm going to get out of here, which is what I did. Yes, I can say I'm a late bloomer at several attempts of getting out of there, but I did. But here is my storyline. I had created demo tape after demo tape. Went from label to label, got rejected and rejection after rejection. So I performed, went from stage to stage for 4, 5, 6 years, no recognition. Then one label, Sony Music, came and said, we're interested in you. We see that everybody knows you in town. Back then my MC name, you can check my videos. I was a superstar in Germany, if you will, but that doesn't make me unconscious. I didn't go alcohol and groupie kingdom. That wasn't my interest. My interest was waking people up. My passion was rap and metaphysics, which it still is. Now, listen, I was rejected and rejected and rejected and rejected and rejected, and Anubis always came. Do you know who you are? Do you know what you want? Trying to find a girl to escape in love. Maybe if a girl loves me, that love can satisfy my root chakra because I'm broke in my life and can't go anywhere. Didn't work, to the point where my kundalini shut down and my spirits were like, sex isn't the answer. It's not the point. You can't enjoy that because you're not rooting. And if your roots were brittle from the start, it's time to heal that stuff now. I'm like 31 years old. I'm going at my mom's. I'm going all out. Nothing works. And I'm going bang, 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 bang. Like in the movie Lawnmower Man, when you this lawnmower being, you're in this realm, you this consciousness, you're trying to expand, and this dude hits these buttons and it goes access denied, access denied, access denied, access denied, access denied. And what you have to learn right now is stop attempting from trying to find something that will give you the ecstasy when it's right in front of you when you relax and look at what you got. So today I'm driving down the highway and I'm thinking, interestingly, Facebook, Instagram, nobody right now tries to reach me and chat, like zero. It's like shut down. I'm like, is it the planets? People are tired or asleep. So it's like I must do something for the collective, and I'm glad that I'm live and you seeing this, and this will be up so you can see it and watch it and learn. So what should I be focused on more or less or more? And I'm just going ping pong in my head, and a car passes me by, I shit you not, and it says just biz. And I'm like, oh wow. And then all signs on the way home, like 111, were like, focus on what works for you and try not to control it. You can't make anybody do anything for you when you control it. That's the old Orion conflict war coming back from the Orion belt. The illusion of control. You are not controlling anything. The only thing that you are in control of is how do you treat people that reject you. That shows your character. Are you going to fight and you're not giving up? And it's like, I had this where, yeah, I was at fault. Everybody's a sinner. We on earth. But I'm saying, like Bashar said, you're worthy. So I had a fight with an ex at the time I was living in Berlin, beginning the superstar life. And that was over. And she said something that bruised my ego. So I was texting back to get back at her because I was like, I can't stand for this, so I have to have the last word. All egoic. I want to battle. Little did I know, after, text messaging, now Messenger, all that stuff is free on the phone. That was like, almost like 50 cents a freaking text message. I was battling this ex for like $150 to make my point until I realized, oh, hold up, pump the brakes. What the freak am I doing here? And I looked at my bill and said, just to argue something where you're not even relating to that, party's over, you parted ways, and you're paying $150 just to make a point, you are being used right now and you're being utilized. And that's what I have to give you a little bit of warning. Is some of you out there, right now life is collapsed, it feels like crap. I spoke to another friend of mine, she just got fired. And I listened to her plan, she was a nurse and all of this, but guess what? It ended up to you needed to get fired. I had a dip the beginning of this year. Tax hit me. I was like, holy shit. If I can't handle this, the recovery mode is going to be really, 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 really messed up. I was all invested to go to Germany. And this is all about the planets. This also is pertaining you. So hear the metaphor. And I was like, wanted to see my brother, visit some friends, do some business runs also with laboratories that study photonic energy. And was all invested and ready to go, and then I realized I can't travel right now this year. I can't go on vacation. I need to actually concentrate on work. And then this is like a masterclass, which I have another one coming up, which is the bomb, 1 hour of how to create your business as a starseed and make it conscious. But that's a whole other Othello. So I was so smashed that I couldn't travel. To go to Germany is like $1,000, and then, whatever, you fly premium and then it's $1,500. What do you know? It's like, hey, money over here runs through me like sand. So that's not the problem. I had to get out of an emotional detachment family. My brother never wants to contact me. Not in his life. 3 years younger than me. That dude has internet and everything. Not one text message. And guess what? If you don't want to text me, I can't make you. If you don't love, like for me, I always say I'm the idiot. If somebody texts me 3 in the morning and they need something, I jump. Somebody needs something for me to go somewhere, I run. But you know what I see? The rest of the world is careless. On Thanksgiving, past members of a spiritual group that I was with, I got the plates. I got in my van and I drove to everybody and dropped off plates because I thought of everybody. Everybody in the end bounced. Nobody brought shit to me. Yeah, it is nice when people tell you, well, in your Vedic astrology, maybe you needed to see that. But it's like if the bully needs to kick you in your balls and then gives you a Vedic schmuck excuse why you needed to be kicked in the balls so you understand negativity, then I say the suffering must end. The choices can change. He does not have to kick you in your balls. You don't have to sacrifice nothing. If you living, I don't know, in Brooklyn or in Washington on a hot corner and you worry about your kids going to school and you have a modality to move to a quieter countryside and a job with more pay, why not make the choice to get out of Dodge? Because we are hoarding emotional attachment. We love the drama. We want to go back there and we want to repeat. Now also understand, right now, things come into your life to show you to make comparison. Know where you are. Know what your base is. Know what you have built that for, or lose it all. And the Leo King said something funny. He said it's a Capitol Hill, I think, or Capricorn Hill, I don't know. And he said, if you're falling now by making a choice to screw up your stuff even more, to cut yourself from actually is loving you and behind you and with you, you're going to fall so deep. You're going to fall past 2012, and the recovery rate can be 10 to 15 years from the fall, losing it all. So be wise right now how and where you move. So let's get down to the topic. Like I said that, don't try to pull water out of a rock. So okay, we're all clear on that. When the shit's not working, you know, I had something here where I was in Germany and I tried to meet a date and borrowed my mom's car and decided for that day not to spend quality time with mom and have a hookup. And met that hookup, and when I revealed to the hookup how I'm living now in the future, I got dropped. So like 4 in the morning, I'm packing my keys, I'm out of there, driving back home. And I was thinking I could have spent time with my nephews and my mom, but yet I made the decision to go out of my family to meet somebody who would drop me because they didn't value the friendship, really. Their value was maybe just root chakra, I don't know. But I was really, really mad, very, very upset. I was rejected, okay, the great Ra rejected, oh my God. But in peace, in love, I let that go and said, it's not reflecting back to me where I'm at. And I'm successful. I'm good at my business. I decided these 2 months to stay in the country and not travel. Business is better. By the way, I also have a deal, everything over $35. Free shipping in the US. Shameless, shameless, shameless. But that's what I do. That's my passion. I'm building the Ascension bed right now. I love it. And I would not cringe or change my style for anybody right now or do anything different from what I've done because I believe in myself and I love myself. And this is the mission right now is this. Don't expect support from family members that don't understand the artistic aspect of you. It will never come, it will never approach. Stand clear of trouble of people or relatives that that don't understand you or you want to understand them. Yeah, but you do not retreat from the mission that is at hand. You are a starseed, understand. You are not from this planet. And you can tell your parents, I have dreams from other planets, I wake up on craft. This is an experience that over, I don't know, 1,000 million, like 800 million and up, half, we all share the experience. Know this, you're on Earth, but you're not from this planet. Realize that. There's a show that I want you to watch on Netflix, Star Trek Next Generation. It's called Who Watches the Watchers, where Captain Picard and his crew fly to a planet named Mintaka 3. Oh my God, like is this disclosure or what in your face, how the protocol is run, how the high directive is run? I will do a video in a Star Trek uniform for your pleasure and enjoyment, breaking down what anthropological shock means between races that are more developed meeting lesser developed races. Crazy. Same also on YouTube, an Amazonian tribe for the first time meet a white man. it's Google it. I don't know the exact title. When you see they have their clubs ready to slay, they see this white guy, they think it's an ape, they think he's painted, they don't understand what they're seeing. For you to understand what that means, even several hundred years of certain races not knowing one another can be an anthropological shock, and the levels of that. So find that and watch that. But now, let me go to dark entity attachments. Dark entity attachments work with parasitic thought forms. And parasitic thought forms are very tricky. Bacteria or archons or whatever hovers around you or about you, they work in a way where you have to now figure this out. Like, if you have a thought form, in order to escape your frustration, that dark entity will attach itself and it'll drive you. It can be in the form of lust, not desire. Desire is something else, where you just crazy about losing and it's running you. So I have this stupid fly thingy here and I have to get rid of it because it's really disturbing me, my concentration. So men, you can get men easier into bed than women. Women have emotion. So also what came up interestingly in astrology, if friendship is not, people going to be as cold as for what they need and they are out, and it's going to be hurtful. There also is the lie of you having great healings. I had this also with a past spiritual group where all the girls that hooked up with this one particular guy said, yeah, I'm healing his heart and I'm having such a great healing. None of them healed. That dude never healed. The ammo never changed. Same direction, same misuse and abuse, and I'm not, and that's my opinion. And I will be successful. I even contacted the physicist Nassim Haramein and learned about my science and me charging his arc. I have no idea. I'm just saying I'm self-trained. I have a few degrees, but I'm a self-trained guy with all types of science. And I leaned out and let's say what happens. Let's say what the future brings. Let's go bigger. Let's go harder. Nowhere. And they either give you excitement or crazy upset. You gotta watch out. Everything extreme right now, anything crazy stuff right now, cautious. Watch the signs, okay? So they're hovering about right now because we're weak right now. We're vulnerable because we're by ourselves. Meditate it out, process it out, let them be able not to sleep, walk up and down, whatever it is. They cut contact with me because they knew better. Like the minute something came up where it's like obvious that they kind of like out of alignment of the timeline, they disappear into nothingness. And they thought, well, you know, Ra doesn't see that. I see it all. I'm a psychic witness. I take note. I'll be here. I'll help. But I remember what was done and when and how it was done. Always and forever. So, sorry that the live stream is lagging. Hopefully this recovers at some point. Yeah, maybe we're being corrupted or something. I'm checking the camera. Maybe less movement. Okay, I move a little bit less so the camera has less pixels to. Okay, as I was just moving too much. So let's see what we have. Okay, hoarding. We are stuck in hoarding emotional pasts. We need to get out. We need to get out of this. So yeah, set your video back 1 or 2 minutes in buffering so you don't have the lag. So emotional hoarding, watch out. You go into these emotional feelings and you're feeling it again and you're incanting it again and you're repeating it and you're repeating it and repeating it and repeating it and you're stuck. So hoarding of emotional past, kill that. So parasites feed on your doubt and they feed on your disbelief. If that is emphasized stronger than usually, they make you do the wildest thing. Like run around naked in the street, I don't know, go crazy just to satisfy your needs. Because this entity needs to satisfy its needs. And not you. You're just being used. That means you are you in control, or is a dark entity puppeteering you. You have to ask yourself that. Free your mind and you don't act on anything that anybody else could bring to you but yourself and your own impulses. So, signs to watch out for. When things do not work, they do not work, they do not work, they will not work, they do not work. You try to still go there and try to make them work, you will crash. You're not learning, you will be smashed. You're going past the smashed, there will be an accident. Who will be the one that's in pain? Not what is pursued, the pursuant. Be careful, watch out. So, also, what do we have? You have to keep it real with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Sometimes staying where you are, not having to move anything, not engaging in social media, just concentrating on right now what works is what the ticket is, not more, not less. Okay? This is about thinking, who cares about your well-being? Be concerned about for those who are concerned about your well-being at any time. And how concerned are you about them? And how are you there for them? And how are they there for you? Appreciate what's working for you, what's there for you, what gives you time all the time. Count your blessings. Because when the diva up there has enough, you'll be cut. Your dispensation angel that looks forward to you getting paid will cut you. Because you're not earning the right in your spiritual maturity to make that come to you. That is your job, your journey, your lesson, your essence to direct. This is about you, not calling, not asking, working with what you already have. Most of you're already in place. You have your Etsy store, you have your merchandise. You know, when I had $2 in my account 15 years ago, couldn't pay my rent the next month, I had to think about what's my worth and what's my service to the planet. And once I figured it out with myself without consulting anybody, no therapy. America is like the land of therapy, so that's where I'm like American, but I'm not so American there. My therapy is myself. Then I write it out, and I look at myself, and then I look at what doesn't work. What makes me happy? What's upsetting? Do I remember what was upsetting? Am I going into the same situation that created upset, and the same unknowingness creating the same upset, or do I know what I'm doing? Am I in control? Now check yourself. Okay, so think about yourself. Win or lose it all right now. Work from where you at with what you have and build. You have to also look at your value attachments. If you're selling yourself cheaper than you are, then cheap is what you get. I said that in an Instagram deal. If you cater to bullshit, well, you'll be served bullshit. If you stop catering to that, it won't be served. Because it assumes you're catering to that. How are you? Is everything okay? I like your style. You like my style and you're still doing this? Well, then the bullshit will be catering to you until the lid pops and you had enough. Cater. And that's where a lot of people fail. Or go unconscious or go 3D. Cater to what's your blessing. What's your love? Cater to what unconditionally loves you with all their heart. I don't care what animal, whatever being that is. Embrace that. And repattern a feeling of that is the true feeling. The rest is garbage. It's not progressing you, it's not moving you forward, it's giving you a setback, and you don't want that. And right now, is it, I'm suffering, and you want to all cry about it? Or, you know what, I've realized this, I've collected data, I've analyzed this, now let me step forward with emphasis. You know, that's it. You are the one in power. And progress. Happiness is a choice. It doesn't come to you. It's a choice. So, value or attachments. Raise your standards. You need to be approached by something that can meet you at your standards so you can meet that appropriately. Thank you for the donation, by the way. That's actually for the free readings, but I'm reading all of you right now. So, question right now is are you moving backwards or are you moving forward? Okay? It's about energy. This is a great window, Leo, right? The Leo deal right now. Leos are in power right now. And also Leos are challenged the most. There's a great abundance offering. And Leos can be at the brink of, I've been this small right now, I have all of this potential here. Either I say screw it and prove to family and everybody else that yeah, metaphysics and mediumship or whatever, or you're a contactee or you're an experiencer or you're channeling light language or whatever it is you do that is extraordinary. When you give up now, you succumb the projections of all the non-believers that said, I knew she wasn't going to make it, or I knew he wasn't going to make it. You can't do that. Do not give up on yourself, no matter what. Do not give up on yourself. I'm saying this because we're being pushed right now. It's painful. We're being peeled like a banana. I know it. And I feel you. And I love you people. And if you have friends to call or friends to connect, connect with them. Talk with them. And even if you're tired, in wakeful hours, make it your effort to stay in touch and communicate yourself to what is important to you, because it matters for the rest of your life. And many people fail there. I've seen many, many star seeds come and go, and they fell. They fell into the pit, and they lost it all, and they're not coming back. And I don't know, having children right now, regular life, being pissed, money's not right, disappeared from YouTube, or YouTube is just, it just dropped. So, abundance offering right now. This is a very great one. As also a breakthrough year. You will do better after this Leo thing is finalized on the 30th. Then you're coming out of last year's patterns, especially the Leos. The rest I'm going more general. Also, do you go through financial restriction or financial freedom? I felt like this year I'm going through both, meaning I can't do the crazy Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, and I gotta cook at home and trim it down and watch my budget and watch my flow and work for me and just save, pay my bills, payment plans, whatever I have is in order. But the planets say structure that, watch out, and keep that in control. You'll be fine. Play yourself by playing with energies right now that are not really doing anything for you. You will lose more energy. You're not getting any, like Kundalini activity, sexual energy is nice. You can also cycle sexual energy. Not that I'm against sex, but sometimes there's time for what are you doing with your moolah? What are ideas you're putting into, what are you engaging into that you can actually pay, what requires an exchange. And that's why I've recreated the system to root ourselves, because we're so tethered out. We need to come out of the bullshit and be here and maintain. I mean, I know people that can't pay a $25 bill for a license plate with a registry, risking to get pulled over to pay, I don't know, wherever you are, LA, New York, and pay $500 because you failed to pay your registry. Well, then pay freaking $69 for 5 years, whatever state prices you have. Little things pile up and become bigger things because we don't maintain, we don't take care. Or the guy going down the road and I hear the fan bell going, hey, 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 in the car, hey, hey, hey. And I know like your fan belt is about to pop and your engine is about to break down, and when your motor block fries, it's $800. Or you're gonna get a $23 fan belt and pay a $60 fee to get it fixed like now. Or another guy drives around with his car and I hear it's about maintenance of self. And I hear while he's driving, like the transmission, the coiling is kind of off and he's not fixing it. Till one day I know, this doesn't require me to be psychic, I will hear it, yeah, we went to Burning Man and our engine fell into the road and now it's like $1,000 and the trip is ruined. Because you didn't maintain your spot before. Yes, so much work. It is a lot of work. Maintain yourself. And right now, I stick to myself. I look at who is real with me, who is in contact with me, how are they in contact with me. I will remember that very sharply because I'm here, I'm sharp, I'm alert, I'm there, I'm active, and I'm activated. And I don't play when I set stuff up. I'm about it. So I will buy land. I will set up my dome. I will set up the retreat with devices that people can lay in. I'm building the prototype right now. And I'm being successful with what I do. I have scientific research done, and I'm stepping forward. I'm speaking about it. I am not shy. Same goes for you. Do not be shy with your craft and what you're good at, and do it and pump it right now. Because mommy and daddy are not going to hold your hand. They don't understand what you're doing. You're an artist. You are pioneering a new dimension, a new experience, something that hasn't been here before. And everybody's like, wonder, is he going to make it? Is she going to make it? And they have all these suggestions of safety. I mean, I forgive parents because they want our safety, but they can't really assist you in where you're going because you're applying for the impossible. And that is a very hard to attain in life. I'm an artist, trust me, I know. Records and records and records and underground. And I mean, my price was, I went on tour with Run DMC and Onyx. I was in a video with Ice-T. I am on Wu-Tang RZA's album, The Hip Hop World According to RZA. Look at the title, Star Trek. MC name is Germ, as Genetically Engineered Reborn Mastermind. I'm immortalized on that stuff, and that was my price. But yeah, for a minute, I felt isolated. I moved forward, there was nobody there. Yeah, check the album, RZA, The Hip Hop World According to RZA, where he featured international MCs, went from country to country and picked the best that labels would actually recommend, and I was recommended. So, because I pushed, and that guy paid me for 16 bars, and I spat fire on that thing and gave it all my passion, and I was ready to go. And there were MCs that were asked, and they said, no, I can't do it. If success comes in and you're not ready, goodbye. Then not your call, not your cause, and it'll pass you. Abundance is a diva, and she's very cocky in a way, like, you have to really flirt with her in a way that she says, I love what you're doing, you're dedicated, you're making your stuff, like, I don't know, my partner makes her dream catchers. You stack the dream catchers, you have your pendants, you line it all up, you making your store, you are invested. So I'm watching you. And when the breakthrough comes, it's rolling, and you'll be featured, you'll be published, bigger networks, more people finding you. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get information once I'm going live. Sometimes I have really, really important stuff. And I'm like a tree, and I only talk when it is really necessary. It take a long time. I love it because they're wise. So I wait a long time before I speak. But when I speak, I shall try my best to not repeat myself, so you get it and you're on your way. They said I did it in Atlantis. Atlantis, how? Now, here we go. Financial restriction or financial freedom. Look at it right now. My restriction was that I can't do the crazy stuff right now. I have money, I have food, but I need to concentrate on here and not the crazy stuff. Can I drive around like a maniac and do all types of things? I cannot do that right now. So I structure myself and my energy because I need to heal my roots. And that's for all of you. You're healing your roots. Now, how? And sometimes, even more. You never know, depending on where you put it. Sure, it can happen to you or me. Who knows? Anyway, now back to this. You think you have it all figured out? No, you have not. Okay? What did Gandalf say? Why the halfling? Or Magneto, they started it, we didn't start the war. Or what did Jean-Luc Picard say in The Borg? This must end here. The line must be drawn here right now. This ends. They invade our space, and we fall back. This ends now. So the illusion of control comes from the Orion belt. So the old Orion storyline, you're not in control, okay? The world has taught us that with sex you control. You got it wrong. You're being used, you're being utilized, and you're being duped. Love and sharing and mutual sharing of what is shareable thought waves and energies, the only way that helps you progress. The rest is garbage. Garbanzo beans. So, the illusion of control, out the window. This is a complicated week. Offerings and nice things will be shown, and where are you in your life, and you want to compare. Do you appreciate where you are and what you have, or you want to throw it all away for some bullshit? You want to go regular? You want to go unconscious? Right now also, there's the deal is if you want to go unconscious, go ahead. You can shut it down and slowly go to sleep. You can't unsee what you have seen, but you will go to sleep. And they'll forget about you. And there'll be somebody up there on the stage doing it. Somebody has a book published, blew up out of nowhere, nobody's seen it coming. You could be there. It is your choice to be there. Make it so. We can complain, yeah. We progress, we reflect. I can say those things. You text me, I reflect what you're texting me, and then I say, well, this is what 400 people have just messaged. I gotta reflect on that. So my teachers are you. That turns me into this super being because I can take all of you and reflect it back. Helps me a great deal. That's why I learn and accelerate fast. So no rational choice right now. No weird stuff. Things that'll cost you and you think you're winning when you're not winning. Be wise with your choices this week. The Zen monk is like this. Whoever wants to contact me can contact me. I'm online, I'm a public figure. Whoever is there. It could even be, I'll contact somebody out of random. Somebody out of the blue, and they go, oh my God, I can't believe you contacted me. And they disappear on me. The universe speaks to me, abundance, opportunity, things that unfold and take place. There's a reason behind that. Don't waste your chances. And a lot of people miss that boat. So let it come to you. If it can't come to you, see, you can't tease people with what you think you're in control with, whatever the modality is, but you can tease abundance by showing you're worthy, what you're doing for her, what your service for the planet is. And there's no excuse. And right now you get smacked, you get the frying pan, you get fired, you get moved, you get billed, or you're not paying attention. But how about you sit down? It's like ayahuasca, higher dimensional, without you having to go to Peru and doing it. Actually, it's like, sit down right now. What are you doing? What are you doing to this person? Do you know that this action has this effect on this person? Do you know what that feels like? Oh, you got to feel it. You go like, what have I done? Rethink. Even I have to sit there and be like, you know what? Sometimes I have to be like, and serve the good and have good affirmations and good things to bring forth. Yeah, I have umph. I'm not angry. I'm conscious. So when I do this, it's like what I always liked about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was about like this. That means I'm aware of what's happening. Awareness is the greatest protector. Before any angels or anything or modality that you want to call, awareness. Yeah. So, I've been in the Andes mountain. I've been vision questing. And boy, was I told by the mother. Watch my video on ayahuasca. Okay, so awareness is the deal. Always be safe in what you do, where you go. Official trip advisor, check that stuff if you go for these things in legalities within that church, and you'll find. Everything else I do not recommend, and it's not recreational. And if you're full of shit, you get your shit handed right to you like this. And if you think you're cocky and you have it all figured out, it's going to be like shit sifter. Whoosh. It's not happening anymore. You can't get away with the bullshit. Not flying. Okay, so it's about step up, raise your standards. Yeah? Do not lower yourself just to get noticed or to get love or whatever it is that you require. Because if you lower your standards, whatever you are bringing into your life or let enter will lower you. It will always be on you. And if it's the third time that you're not being successful, well, guess what? That's not the mean, bad world. That is you apparently know how to pick them. So what are you putting your chips on? What horse are you betting on? Is it a crooked horse that at the end, before the finish line, always bounces you and it's like becomes a mystery and then a myth and you can't believe that, you know, it could be that stupid? But who was doing the betting? Not the horse. You are doing the bets. You are the one doing the bets. So check this out. So stepping it up, raising your standards. Also, stop chasing false excitement. Whatever it is that's not sustainable is not excitement. It's a trap, it's a lie, it's the freaking devil. Sometimes there are entities that know that you're not satisfied with yourself and they bring in thoughts and you're trying to find ways through social media to find something to give you excitement, but it only lasts 5 minutes or the way there and then it's gone and you haven't progressed. Or are you bringing home $1,000 next week? Oops, before I lose my balance here. So, what excites me is my keys. What excites me is the joy that I have in my life and I'm moving forward. That excites me. That's what I'm invested in. Now, yeah, if you compare from ego, they got a house, they got a life, I got this, well then you still worshiping the deficit. Or are you building? It's like, as I said, are you renting? Are you owning? What are you willing to do? Yeah, my mother laughs at me and says, yeah, well, then you need $1 million at least, or if you want something, or they get a loan, and it's going to be hard. And I'm like, Mom, you don't see what I'm building and where I'm going and the industry that I'm working for and how this is actually being developed. Nobody sees the suffering. Everybody hears the success story, but nobody has really heard. You know, I was broke. I was homeless in between temporary where my shit didn't work and I made all the wrong choices. And the sum of my wrong choices summed it up to, okay, I'm failing over here. I got to change something and I got to admit I messed it up and it has to do with me. Not my mother, nobody else, how I was raised. Yeah, I know there's epigenetics and there's things and I had Lyme. I healed Lyme, but I healed Lyme because of me. I stepped up. Nobody was like, I find that for you. And I understand parents want their safety for their kids, but if you're an artist, you gotta fight. And the fight is like you're isolated, it's just you. You gotta fight. This is about you and your fight. The rest will come. The breakthrough is here. So count your blessings, know who's in your corner, know who's there all the time for you, know how you treat them. Be aware. You know, when you beat around the bush and you skip, when you know something is conscious and aware and you're going around it because you know you're messing up, you can't run from that, you can't lie, it'll always come back to haunt you. You can create something here or there or in the shadows, it'll all be revealed, we're all telepathic, we all feel one another, whoever is in love or however we're connected, we will feel. At some point, we will see through the eyes of our soulmates or twin flames. Like really at the moment of whatever excitement they're in, you have a vision and you'll be tuned in. Remote viewing will become natural the higher you go in the ascension process. I already spoke to a few who know exactly what's going on with their partner. Like they can each other track themselves. I'm like, whoa, I have glimpses every now and then where I see stuff. It's not the spy. It's like keep it real with one another in harmony and in truth and transparency, and there's nothing to worry about. We talk about everything and we put it up on a poster, and a lot of people that I've seen in dysfunctional families, indirect communication is no communication. It'll pop up in the end and says, well, back then this wasn't communicated. Put it on the table. You still love one another at the end of the day, but you got to talk about it. Bring it up. So false excitement, watch that. You know, it's more exciting to read a story for a little baby than to chase something that you don't know what tomorrow will bring or gonna bring for you. So count your blessings, we had that. Around this weekend there are traps, watch out for traps. New people coming in around Monday. Rough draft, are they necessary in your life? Yeah, this month is kind of like a meat grinder. You're gonna really, do the ringer right now. Stop comparing from your ego. He has, I don't have. You going on vacation? I can't afford. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, stop. What are you doing for your vacation? And that has to do with you. Also be brave. I'm sorry, I'm reading. So emotional escapism has to stop. You don't want to face the emotions, so you want to escape that in whatever it is you want to do. It won't help. Your emotions will come back until you have processed them. And guess what? When you've processed your emotion and then you go into ecstasy or whatever it is that you're doing, you will have more fun. If you want to go intimate, if your emotional distress is realized and self-realized and integrated, better orgasms. Your Kundalini can provide you maybe with 20% of its service when you are running this nervousness of restlessness that you can't figure out what to do with yourself because you don't know how to process the energy because you're refusing to process the energy. And that's, we have to stop that, okay? So true and solid friends or drop-offs, your choice. Yeah, this is the hour of power for you right now. Big opportunities, do your things, put them together. I just found somebody who decided to become a Reiki practitioner and healer, learns about herbalism, has some money saved, and basically is going for the job, is winning. My nephew got his first car. He's 19. He's super happy. He works as an IT tech, IT support, got the job. He can work his way up. Everybody's happy. If you make the right choices, things will work for you. If you make the wrong choices, things will not work for you. If you make choices out of for selfish reasons because you want, guess what? You struggle. You wait on a train that's 4 hours late. Your struggle through the country is going to be forever. People forget you. Your travel's going to be hard. If you make right choices, your travel is going to be easy. There's no lag, no layover, no delay. Everybody thinks about everything about you, and holistically you're taken care of from point A to point B. But who must take care in communication with the self? Ultimately, you. And that's all there is, you. And you're responsible for you. And I'm moving forward. Yeah, I want the land. And I'm moving into bigger things. I'm getting bigger. I have suspicious offers and weird things, but I'm in the field. People see what I'm doing. I'm showing my revenue. I have 3,000 items sold, 5-star readings. Like, this is public now. If I mess up, then it's my name on the line. If my store doesn't sell goods that you can trust in, then it's going to be reflected in the audience that's watching me. And please, those who are watching, subscribe. Help me grow my audience organically. I don't use bots. That's why after 9 years, I'm not rap smart. I love the brother for keeping it positive and uploading a video every day, relentless. I mean, insane. Wow, so much power. Everybody has the choice to do that. I work a little bit different. I see what's in the collective. I see what's really need to be processed through the booty. And that is what I'm projecting out towards you, so this can help you and empower you. And by dyslexic as frick, by popular demand, I will bring back readings. They're not going to be 50-cent readings, I'll tell you this. But I peel your banana, so now it's shiny. And the crazy ones, please get off the banana boat, yeah? This is my new saying, get off the banana boat. Because apparently on the banana boat, everything's bananas. Bananas. Okay, we want to clear our minds in a divine way, have divine friends, divine friendships. Friendships are sustainable. The rest comes and goes. Yeah, have fun, enjoy life. Whatever it is you do in life, I'm not saying be abstinent or punish yourself. I spoke to a woman that's kind of like in masochistic self-punishment mode. Said that if she doesn't find the guy in that romantic relationship, then there's gonna be no sex till kingdom come. Don't punish yourself. Don't put yourself in a cold shower. Don't do that. Love life. Let life live. Let that what needs to come to you rightfully. Don't give up to do what you're doing. Like I create crazy stuff and I don't stop. And I'm I think for myself that I'm in my joy and I'm amazing. Let me show you this real quick, what I have developed. I found a sculptor in China and I gave him my sketches for the Arcturians. And this is what he made for me. Isn't this fantastic? I'm trying to replicate it, which is going to be very, very, very difficult. I made also an Esasani Buddha. So look at the facial features. I brought this into this world, and this is the only Buddha in the world of that its kind who's an Arcturian Buddha who exists like that. So there's things you can create that are fantastic. Anybody want to see my Esasani Buddha? Then I have to go get it real quick. Anybody want to see it? I'm going to get it. So I made sketches of the Esasani over time. I looked at myself, sketched myself. I looked at different movies, different depictions of how people see the Esasani. Then I looked at grays, I looked at hybrid rays. Then I made this three-dimensional sketch, and I sent the sketch to China, and this is the outcome. This is an Esasani Buddha. See? Look at this. The muscle structures, the features, the little ear thingy, you know? This will be replicated in orgone or forgonite, organic material photonically activated. So I can bring magic forth through my own creation because I can will it into existence. So can you. And in my master class that I'll upload after this, I'll teach how you get out of theta, potential mind state, into delta, as in using the interface to manifest, to make real. And in order to invest in myself and figure this out, I spend $100 to bring this forth, where other agencies will charge you thousands of dollars. It can be done. Everybody has an opportunity. Everybody is worth it. And I am worth it. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to have loving beings around me because I'm a creature of the creation, whether I'm Arcturian, Esasani, and whatever mixed hybrid. I love myself with everything that I have, and I'm there for me all the time. So I say to you, to close this up, don't skip on yourself. Stay true to you and in your heart. And filter your actions through the heart, not through the mind. Like, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to get this satisfaction, and then whatever your endeavor is, if it's all left brain, it can't be good. If your heart feels weird, or you have a weird feeling, trust it. Don't do it. We're punishing ourselves over and over with crap that we do. Now, if an intuition tells you something is wrong, step back. If your mind messes with you, usually it's an entity messing with you. Like something comes in your mind and you feel very upset, or entities want unconscious people right now. So anybody that's unconscious will come at you with everything they have, whether it's your mother, your father, your brother, stepmom, stepdad, whatever. Whoever has parts of unconsciousness will have shadow coming at you when you're conscious. That shows you you're on your way. So be on the lookout for what's happening energetically right now. Have your shields up, protect yourself, and move forward. And you will be fine. Things will calm down a little bit in August, but this year is a little bit like, this year is not for wussies. If you want to cry, then you will be in the crying room. If you want to step up, you'll step up. And I'm not saying that to diss you. You're here. You made it this far. I come from no internet, where I had to call somebody, go to a studio for a recording and wait for hours in the rain. No beeper, I had no way. So this is me. Like, people say, can you come for me? I come an hour early and I stay and I wait. And I wait till kingdom come, till one shows me the response and the consciousness and the awareness. And then the wait was worth it. And that's what I'm here for. So right now, the dragon filter filters out those who are full of crap, those who are not up for it, those who don't communicate, those who don't show up. Those do not know how to nurture. And it's not about multitasking. It's like if you have your home and your main plant life is in your home, then you cater to your home, your plants, and what is in your center of the heart. What is in your heart you cater to. The other things you observe and you evaluate. You don't judge, you make assessments. And on that note, I see you on the flip side, or I flip you on the seaside. However do you want it. Dragon. I'm a dragon keeper. My dragon is golden. I'm from the golden order. We have many, many colors and many, many processes to go through. So now you know. Be original. Ghostface Killer said that. Hold your own. A sorcerer is a sorcerer because he's sourcing original energy from the source. On that note, I love you very much, and now I have to figure out how to end this show. Thank you for the donation, appreciation, and of course, participation for the Imagination. Peace.